All right, welcome back to the channel. On today's episode, we're going to be taking that Ridgid portable vac that looks like a pumpkin, and we're going to turn it gray like everything else in this shop, and it's going to look awesome. Now, I've done it previously on my pressure washer, and it was yellow. We painted it gray. It turned out awesome. I do not recommend painting your Ridgid portable vac if you're going to be dragging it around, doing details and beating it all up, because the paint will chip and scratch and look like garbage. But for mine, it sits up there looking pretty, but not so pretty with that orange color like that. So we're gonna get it down, get it prepped, get it painted, and see what it looks like after. All right, let's get after it. All right, so that came down super easy. Let's go ahead and get this thing disassembled and get it ready for paint. Start by taking the top off, putting it off to the side. Now we'll get these two wheels off. Sometimes they're a little tight, so there's one, there's two. All right, and then we got two screws right here on the bottom. And if you haven't already done so, please support the channel by subscribing. Also liking and sharing. It all helps us get seen by other people. We appreciate it. And we'll put that off to the side also, making sure we don't lose any of these screws, because none of that stuff is going to get painted. So what we ended up with is we got this dirty container now. The only thing left is this black thing on the front, and we're going to tape that up a bit so that doesn't get all painted up. But let's take it outside, get it washed up, and get it ready. It's super dirty in here, so we're going to hit it with some all-purpose cleaner. Follow up with the pressure washer. We want to make sure it's super clean because we're going to be painting it and we want the paint to stick properly. Dry it the best we can. After towel drying it, we'll let it sit around and air dry. Then we'll hit it with some sandpaper to rough it up. We don't want to gouge it too deep. We just want to scratch the surface to make sure that paint has a good area to adhere to. Tape off the black nozzle. We don't want that spray painted, so we'll tape it off good. Now we're going to hit it with some good paint that bonds to plastic. And we'll just do a nice thin first coat. Try to get partial coverage. We don't want to try to cover it all in one coat. We'll let it dry for about 10-15 minutes, and then we'll come back and hit it with a second coat. Now is when we're going to fill in all the gaps. Make sure that we got decent coverage. Now we could do a third coat if needed. After this coat, I would do an inspection, and if you got to hit it again, then hit it again. We got good even coverage. It's looking great. Let's get the rest of the vac cleaned up and ready to put back together. While we're waiting for that paint to fully dry, let's get the filter off and get this whole entire vac just cleaned up the best that we can get it cleaned up. I'll just take a detail brush and try to knock some of the dust out of there. We'll spray some protectant on there, wipe it down thoroughly, make sure it's nice and slick so next time it'll clean up super easy. Put the filter back on and make sure it's seated firmly. Let's get this thing put back together and get it back in action. We'll start by putting the wheels on, just straight in there until they click. One. Two. All right, now we'll get the back wheels on. All right, there it is. It's coming together nicely. Let's keep on trucking. So we'll go ahead and put some 303 protectant in here. And we want to get this fully dry though. We don't want any dust or dirt sticking to it. We just want a nice slick surface after. All right, so now that is super dry and buttery smooth, so we know next time we get dirt in there, it's just going to dump right out into the bin. Let's go ahead and put the top back on. All right, and since we're in the spirit of cleaning everything up, we might as well go ahead and get this thing looking like brand new. Also hit the cord too. I like everything to have a protective coating on it and clean really easy next time. That's the goal. All right, so there you have it. It's all painted up. It looks awesome. It matches everything else that we got going on up here. And I'll tell you what, it's not gonna look like that pumpkin. Even though Halloween's coming, we don't want Halloween theme in the garage. So with that being said, let's get it back up on the shelf and get it done. All right, with about 2 hours of work, most of it watching the paint dry, and about $20, we can get our Ridgid portable vac matching the rest of our garage. And I'll tell you what, for me, it's time and money well spent. Now, a lot of people asked questions when I did the pressure washer video about the paint job, so I wanted to go a little bit more into depth when I did this one. I'm pretty excited about it. It matches perfect now. And let me know what you think in the comments about the before and the after. Which one do you like better? And of course, if you like these videos and you want to help the channel out, hit the subscribe button. We like all of our subscribers. And also hit that like button. That moves us up in the rankings so other people can see the videos. And if you have any questions about how we did the job, or you just want to leave some comments about something you did in your garage, we're all interested to hear from you. All right, and that's it. That's all we got today. We'll see you on the next one. Yeah.